Welcome back. When we last left off, you were about to equip some nukes, so, or I was anyway, so here I am equipping these nukes, and I'm being sent off to take care of these giant xenoid craft that are, keep jumping in out of hyperspace. So, you load those nukes up, and basically just let those giant ships have it. You kill them with one hit. And again, there is some opportunity for research out here if you were to loot those items that drop. But yeah, you take care of the required number of those guys, and those giant ships kind of explode into that big black hole looking thing. It's bad. You want to stay out of it. It'll do some serious damage to you. And that basically clears up the situation out there for the time, and they send you off somewhere else. You are removed from the theater of war for a while and sent home to Enforcer Space to keep the peace. You're kind of their version of a cop for a while, and this is just meant to be kind of a silly, lighthearted series of missions. You have to you've basically got some quotas to meet, and you've got this list of canned charges to dish out to unsuspecting citizens, and you do that in a few different ways. You can tractor them into range. There's the way to do it is to dock with them and issue them a ticket. And it's just kind of silly. The charges are just completely bogus, made up. The text is kind of funny, at least I think so. But yeah, you issue these citations with the help of your friendly onboard AI, and that is that. That's kind of winding down the you are captured mission hub. There's just one thing left to do, and that is to go out, bring up the map there, and pick one of the locations where you were destroying their propaganda beacons, because your job now is to repair those propaganda beacons, the same ones that you were destroying. So do that, locate the justice beacons, and to repair them you pretty much just click on them, you get within range and interact. And I got kind of close to this one so I could show off the little propaganda message that it's showing there, which is really just lorem ipsum text. But after you're done there, you receive a signal from the fringes of Freerunner space, and it turns out that the Freerunners have a color of their own. You are inundated by mauve, which undoes the reprogramming that the enforcers had done to you. So you have your mind back, you can remember everything, and you realize what happened. You're a Freerunner again, yay! And that's that. On to the next mission hub. In this hub, this is the Warlord Clemente. Like Warlord Fu, he is one of the warlords, but he controls a different area of space. The warlords all they're like a cooperative that rule a big chunk of the galaxy. They have their own territories and whatnot. And this guy's kind of like a mafia dude. Hopefully I don't piss off any actual mafia dudes and end up wearing cement overshoes. It's just kind of meant to be a lighthearted series of missions. You get to meet his, I guess these guys must be his capos, his captains. And you're out here because the Freerunners are, running low on funds, but they've got this contraband that they can sell. So they're unloading some contraband kind of under the table there. Oh my god, look at that. A little docking snafu there, just ignore that. Yeah, so you get to go out and meet the man himself. You're introduced to Warlord Clemente. He tells you what's what and what they're up to and what your place is, and you are sent out to do some gangster stuff. Collecting protection monies and setting an example for others and whatnot. This guy, he's running behind on his protection payments, so you got to bust out the pipe wrench on him. You get some free cannoli in the process. Lots of cannoli in this mission hub. This other guy here, he is just so far behind that it's not even worth talking to him. You're just gonna shoot up the place. You're just gonna wreck his shop. And when you're done wrecking the shop, you're gonna loot a trinket for it. It just so happens that this guy carries a very popular toy, the perfect pony playset, and that would make an ideal gift for the Don's granddaughter. So, I pick that up. And you are then sent to one of Clemente's completely legitimate business enterprises, which is a waste disposal facility, also known as the dump. So, the guy who runs the dump, he's Carlo's nephew, he's Clemente's nephew. His name is Carlo, and he's going to ask you to keep an eye on things for a while he steps out to take care of some important business. And so you're left in charge of the dump. And you're either supposed to let the friends of the family in or turn away strangers. So there are a series of missions out here that are really short, that just involve either turning someone away or letting them do their thing. It's just meant to be kind of fun and silly. This guy, I think, you gotta tell him a lie, but he's not happy with the lie, so you actually have to bribe him. You have to bribe him with stale pastries. But he thinks that they're delicious, so he goes off. He's happy with the stale pastries. And there are a few missions out here. Each one's a little bit different. The last guy turns a little bit violent on you. You gotta take care of him. Luckily, Carlo left you with a list of lies that you can use, plausible excuses to send people about their way. Or in this case, it's a weak excuse, but yeah. Anyway, the dump is closed due to leakage, and there's a random excuse each time. There's a list of different things that will come up. This guy's not happy with the whole concept of the dump being closed due to leakage, so he starts shooting at you, and you take care of him. This patron is not coming back, if you catch my drift. So yeah, you take care of business at the dump, and your next task, well, there's some stuff that's not shown. It's kind of skipping ahead, but your one of your next tasks is to rob this bank. This bank is run by one of Clemente's rival warlords, and they're not getting along so well. So one of the things that Clemente wants to happen is for this guy's bank to get robbed. So you do that, you case the joint, you dock and hand him a threatening note, and you end up having to shoot your way out of there with the help of his captain, who was spearheading the efforts here to kill a wave of Warlord Silby's guards. Warlord Silby's kind of you had to deal with him back in the Foo Hub too. He's just not a very popular warlord, doesn't get along well with others. Take care of these guys, and get to keep the money that you stole. It's kind of cool. But after they are dispatched, you are sent back, and basically Warlord Clemente sends you about your way. He thanks you for your time and lets you know that you will always have a welcome place in his organization if the whole freerunner thing doesn't work out. And you're on to the next hub, which is the Pirates. You get to meet one of the one of the pirate sub-factions. This guy's the leader of the robot pirates. The Freerunners are not happy with the fact that this guy has been pirating their stuff, so you're sent out there to apprehend him. And it doesn't go exactly as planned, as is often the case. So you have to deal with his grunts who come out here to do their thing on you. He wants to tell you a story, you listen to his story, but the whole reason he was telling you that story was just to buy time. He sends out this boarding party who disables your ship and boards your ship. And you're captured again, just right when you're getting over the whole captured by enforcer things. Now you're captured by the pirates. And he, just like the enforcers, he takes pity on you and he decides that you are going to become a pirate just like him. He decides to groom you in their ways, as they say. One of the first things you have to do is you have to learn how to dock like a pirate. You might think that you already know how to dock like a pirate, and that might be the case, but he's got to see for himself, I guess. So you have to disable this passing enforcer carrier, take some prisoners, and then, the surprising twist, you have to make them walk the plank. You've got obviously a plank installed on your ship now because you're a pirate. Basically, that's just jettisoning them out into space. And then there's a fun little game of loot tug-of-war. You have to battle for these sacks of booty against other pirates using a tractor beam. They're all trying to do the same thing. Most pirate ships have a tractor beam of their own. So yeah, you engage in a game of loot tug-of-war, and then you go out for buried treasure, of course. And you're using your mining laser to dig for that buried treasure. When you find that buried treasure, the contents aren't quite what you were expecting. But, there is a little bit of good stuff in there. There's some rum. A barrel of 200-year-old rum left by one of the robot leader guy's predecessors. So, oh man, it's all blurry. You must be drunk. Clearly, you've had one too many. Alright. Then, later on, you are equipped with these EMP missiles, electromagnetic pulse missiles, that will disable a station. You let that station have a taste of the EMP, and then you can board and loot this station. They've got some booty. Gotta get the booty. You loot that booty from a rival pirate faction, and it turns out that just makes them angry. So, in retaliation, they invade your space, and you have to take care of these plundering, marauding pirates. And, of course, the objective is to obtain additional booty from them. These guys drop booty, or you can disable and board them and get it that way. Or you can salvage the wrecked ship. Sometimes it'll be on the wreck. A few different ways to go about doing it. But yeah, you get that booty. It's all about the booty. But yeah, that's the pirate stuff. I didn't actually show how it ends. There's a bit of ending stuff there that happens. It's very emotional. I'm sure tears were shed at some point. But yeah, and you can see down there in the lower right corner, under construction, the remaining content is not yet available in beta 8.15. My plan is for one more tier of content, and it will be a doozy. So, once you're done with the content, there's a galaxy to explore. There are lots of things you can do, places you can go. I think I end off here with some mining and some fishing, which are fun. Very relaxing, if you ask me. I'm one of those guys who likes to go out and gather stuff. So yeah, as I said before, the mining is a 3-step operation. You scan, you mine, and then you tractor. That's pretty much it. It's a I don't know, something strangely satisfying about seeing those 3 beams come out of your ship at the same time. Because you can scan one target while you mine another target while you tractor something else, and it goes pretty quick. You can just pull those resources in, and resources are used for crafting. Also grants a bit of experience for everything you mine and loot. And there's a few places you can go, you can discover for yourself. Places that you can do this kind of resource gathering without interruption or interference. And there I am fishing from one of those micro fishing holes. Those things will spawn, and they will just continuously spawn resources and loot containers and stuff until they despawn. Of course, there are other things to do other than mining and fishing when you are outside of a scenario. During the course of flying around the galaxy, sometimes you'll be offered these random missions that are kind of fun to do. They grant a pretty decent amount of experience, and they're quick, kind of a low amount of obligation to get those out of the way. You just it's generally just like a kill X number of targets. There's some other variations, like, some gathering, hand-in type stuff. But yeah, that is that. This is beta 8.15 of Zigfrak. I hope that you will check it out if you haven't yet. There's a lot of stuff. These videos went through it very, very quickly, which kind of undersells the amount of gameplay in the game, but there is quite a bit of gameplay. You can keep yourself busy probably for, 4-6 hours, and that's just the scripted content. That doesn't count, any exploration or freeform play. So, zigfrak.com, check it out. Thank you.